Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this beautiful Saturday. All Saturdays are beautiful here in the Mid-South. Hello to all you good folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM, and Jackson, News Talk 101.5. That I'm sure this next guest has heard that station before, but also good friends right here in Memphis on AM 790. Shelby McCall is our show producer. My voice is hanging on after being in the deer stand a couple of times this week. And Ron Wong is sitting over there.
Hey, good morning again, everybody.
There he is.
So good to be here this morning.
Always good.
And it's going to rain a little bit today.
That's okay.
But you know what? The fish don't care anything about getting wet, so I may get wet with them.
Don't make any difference. Both games that we wanted to watch, college football, have already been played. We're not going to tell you what the scores were. Your game on Thursday and mine on Friday.
No, there's too much else going on.
Too much going on, but hey, I'm looking forward to talking to this next guest because I had the privilege to be in his boat to see a little live scope going on, and I felt like I was in the classroom when I got on the front of Chase Petty's boat, and then my wife stepped up there, and she always catches the biggest fish. You know that. Billy Blakely always says that. He even said that at the Legends of the Outdoors and before 300 people, that my wife is a better fisherman than me. This guy probably.
True.
Well, thank you, Ron. I was going to let Chase. I was going to let Chase answer that for me. Okay, Chase Petty. Good morning, Chase. How you doing?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Doing
As you
good.
can tell, we're really bored this morning. We just don't have any fun on this show. It's just so drab. You know, you get me and Ron together. Ron, I got to tell you before we go into Chase real quick. Last week's show, we did not talk about fishing a time. But we mentioned your name about 8 times. And Ron, why ain't Ron here to listen to us talk about duck hunting last week?
Well,
Anyway.
I like duck hunting.
I know
I
you
like
do.
to eat them.
You like to eat them, and this guy
And cook them.
Let's talk. Chase, I know had a great time fishing with you with the Tennessee Outdoor Writers Association. You brought a lot of things into focus. We weren't very far out there, and you knew the pathway and everything. So talk about this passion you have for your guide service, because I know, knowing that you grew up in that area and you've known what's going on and all these different kind of things. You got a great website, folks. I'm going to let him talk a little bit about that, but talk about what it means to be a guide, not only on Reelfoot, but you do a lot of stuff on the Tennessee River too, but talk about the Reelfoot guiding service.
I've been very, very blessed. Yeah, I grew up mainly fishing Reelfoot Lake my whole life, and I always wanted to be a guide. You know, I never knew growing up. I worked my butt off to get to where I'm at, and
Yes,
it's very rewarding to see, you know, a lot of people enjoying it with me, and that's I never thought I never knew what it'd be like to be a full-time guide, and it's been a blessing.
And Ron, you know Chase, and Chase, you've been on here before. You're very successful with the American Crappie Trail, the Crappie USA, the Crappie Masters. You've done this in tournament fishing, but talk about what it means to be in a boat with people that to show them what it's like to fish on Reelfoot Lake.
You just get to meet so many great people from all walks of life. You know, it doesn't matter. You get to hear about what they do in their job and their normal life, and then you bring it all together and share the same passion, fishing and just sharing the boat with people from all across the country, and then showing them Reelfoot Lake. You know, Reelfoot's got such a rich history in waterfowl and crappie fishing, and just to show it to people all from all walks of life, it's amazing.
You know, Chase, your guide service, you offer a lot of different services. Tell our listeners about your services that you offer, both hunting and fishing.
Yeah, so in the springtime, I'll start with the springtime. You know, I'll guide on Reelfoot mainly during the spawn, all the way through about the summertime. I'll mix in a few Pickwick. I got a lot on Pickwick Lake, which is on the south side of Tennessee, on the Tennessee River. So I'll mix that in, both of them in during the spring, and then the summertime, you know, I'll still do a few trips on Reelfoot, and then mainly it's on Pickwick, and then I'll make a trip down to to Grenada down to Mississippi in the middle of the summer, and then bringing it all back, starting in September and bring it back to Tennessee. And so, I kind of play it. I've played my business to where I can go on all the lakes, and you get to meet so many different people from different areas, and the fishing. All the lakes that I fish are totally different. It has their own attitude.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes it nice in the sense of bringing back tournament fishing too. I've learned so much about all these lakes are so different. So
they are. So and you've also you spread so many things out between your love of duck hunting, your love of crappie fishing, and the fishing part of that. Where did this all come from? How old were you when you got this urge to say, I think I'd like to be a guide sometime? Where were you?
People probably would never believe how much I used to fish when I was younger. Every single day when I was younger growing up, it would never come in somebody's mind that when I was in middle school, I fished every day. I don't know, I was probably like a 7th or 8th grade. I got my first little John boat. I'd pull around before. There are all these watersheds around
there you go.
Northwest Tennessee. I mean, I was real big into bass fishing. And, of course, then growing up on Reelfoot, I was always been crappie fishing, and it was a lot. I fished way too much.
Way too much. I never heard anybody say that. I mean,
not you.
Yeah.
Chase, duck season just opened, and you have a duck hunting guide service also. Do you have any openings left this year?
Yeah, so I have a few. December is completely booked, but I have 2 weeks in January that I'm still trying to fill.
Okay.
The 11th or the 14th, and then the last week of the season, the 23rd to the 26th, I have a few openings. So yeah, I still have a few. I think all the weekends are gone, but I'm still trying to fill a few days during the week. And so if anybody wants to call me or get in touch with me on my Facebook page, website, it's plenty of openings to come hunt Reelfoot. Reelfoot is rich in waterfowl tradition. I think everybody should experience Reelfoot Lake. I tell everybody that it's the waterfowl mecca, and I think everybody needs to experience it at least one time.
One of the things that I admire about you and Chase is your ability to use forward-facing sonar.
Just tell them what it is.
Better known as live scope or active target.
This forward
on and on and on.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. I've been playing with it for over 6 years now.
Playing with it.
And I'm still in pre-kindergarten.
Well, you need to take this 4-hour tour. This 4-hour tour with Chase.
Chase, talk to our listeners about one of the great services that you offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, forward-facing sonar has changed the world in the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. Just like side imaging and the 360 imaging, it's all just changed over the years. And this Garmin LiveScope and Lowrance at the Target, they've all just completely changed. And so I've a lot of people ask about how to use it. For somebody to just go out there and get one, it takes a lot of learning.
Yeah,
if
you're getting one for Christmas, the next day don't expect to get out there and have it
and
mastered.
Be good at it.
Because and Chase, I know, as Ron knows, I had a chance to fish with you. Richard Hines was in there, our good friend from Kentucky, and my wife Miriam, and each one of us got a turn at the front of the boat. It's like being with Captain Nemo. Or somebody up there. Chase set us right. Well, he'd set us. We stood with him, and he'd say, "Move it left, move it right. There it is. Hear it up. Pick it up." It was like school 101. And
it's video playing video games.
But that's the way you learn, right, Chase? I mean,
I tell my clients every single day while we're out and about, like, I'm completely going to get on your nerves saying left, right, up, and down.
You didn't get on my nerves when I caught that one big one. That was all I needed. Okay, I mean,
that's all that counts.
Yeah. I'd been on a cancer journey for 8 months. you don't know what that one crappie meant to me, Chase. I'm serious, Ron.
Yeah.
I know it.
Oh, I can believe you.
Because,
just catching a fish.
Watching my wife keep catching fish, and she was following instructions better than me. But finally, he get up there, and I caught a real nice fish. And at 8 months ago, I didn't know if I'd be fishing.
Well,
and that's why, Chase, you were so wonderful, folks. I can't recommend anybody higher than Chase Petty after spending 4 hours with him on Reelfoot. And yes, he has a couple of stumps named after him, but that's just the way it is. But Ron, ask him again that Chase, major question before we let him go.
Right.
Here.
Before we let you go here, how does somebody get a hold of you for one of your services that you offer?
So I'm more active on Facebook, my Facebook page. You can follow me on my Facebook page at Chase Petty Fishing, or at Chase Petty Outdoors. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And I have a website, ChasePettyOutdoors.com. You can call me at 731-514-1450. And I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. Message me on Facebook. I always tell people I want people to follow me, and just so they can see. I try to post every single day to see
you do.
Whether I'm duck hunting, whether I'm working on duck lines, fishing, whatever it is. They can follow me and see what's going on.
Well, we highly recommend this young man to you because been there, done that with him. Chase,
a real professional.
Yeah, great talking to you, Chase. Safe hunts. We'll stay in touch, and
we're going to have you back on. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I got to get back up there and stand up one more time on the front of that boat too.
You got to.
I got to. Chase, buddy, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Chase Petty, guys. All right, let's take a break. We're not through yet. We got the Duke on next, and we're going to talk a little bit more crappie fishing. And hang around for the end because nobody knows what's going to happen with Duke here. We'll just find out. We'll be right back.